Hello everyone, hola todos, namaste, subsikar, assalamu alaikum, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are well and in very good health. If you're new to my page, please subscribe to the channel and let's get right into it, folks. So there's a lot of cricket happening in this video. We'll be talking about Asia Cup, we'll be talking about Australia versus South Africa, and we'll also be talking about the CPL, which starts its third leg in Barbados. And I can happily share, so far only 3 international cricket teams have launched their jerseys for the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, which bowls off 36 days from now in India. And so far, the day before yesterday, the Pakistan cricket team became the third nation to reveal their team jersey at a grand ceremony held at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore and was hosted by Zakir Ashraf, the chairman of the PCB Management Committee. And the Star Nation jersey, let me tell you guys, when I saw the team jersey launched at the event, I was blown away significantly because I have never seen 2 content creators on social media produce a jersey quite like that. Remember a couple of years ago, a young talented Scottish girl created Scotland's jersey for the 2021 edition and everyone was mind blown by it. Well, 2 years later on, 2 content creators from Pakistan, Abdul Ahad and this other fella, designed what had to be one of Pakistan's brightest jerseys I've seen. Even though it's not bright green and it's always dark, it is still, I'm giving that a 10 out of 10 because with the way how Pakistan have been playing over the last couple of years since Babar has taken over from captain, they can go all the way this time around. However, sticking with Pakistan and the Asia Cup, they also announced its starting 11 for the game against Nepal, which starts in about 5 hours from now, about a little over 5 hours from now. And I must say, Pakistan have opted not to experiment. They have opted to go with a full strength team against a Nepal side that hardly has enough experience except for 1 or 2 of those who have played on Pakistani soil in the PSL in the past. And let me just say this, when I saw that Pakistan had announced that they were going with a full strength team for the game against Nepal, I was not surprised whatsoever because we have seen in almost every game Pakistan have been playing with the same players over and over. Furthermore, if I was the captain or the coach of the Pakistani team, I would have rested a few of their main batters and strike bowlers for the game against Nepal and keep them fresh for the big game against India in Palakkale on Saturday. Overall, Group A is a walk in the park for both India and Pakistan because those 2 games that India and Pakistan have against Nepal in Multan and in Sri Lanka respectively is a walk in the park, which means the India-Pakistan game, we can all say, which was always hyped up over and over whenever the 2 teams are played, is just a simple dead rubber. So in my view, Pakistan, they should try and keep their star players rest up and relaxed for the Super Fours leg because they know the game against India is like any other game. But on that occasion, the India-Pakistan match in Group A is a simple dead rubber because Nepal hardly have enough experience except for 1 or 2 players playing on Pakistani soil in the PSL in the past. However, in Group B, just like last year, it's the group of death once more. But this time around, it's going to be more competitive because Sri Lanka are looking okay despite several of their big guns getting ruled out of the tournament due to injury. Just the other day, news came that Hasaranga will not take any part of the Asia Cup and a few others as well. And that's one of the main reasons why Sri Lanka are going to struggle in the bowling department. However, Bangladesh and Afghanistan or should I say, all three teams can try and get through to this Super 4, but only two will go through. However, if you're looking at Afghanistan, Afghanistan have some issues with their batting lineup because in the recent series they played against Pakistan, they were totally exposed except for some of their main batters like Gurbaz and a few of them. Other than Gurbaz, most of their batters, especially some of the senior pros, have struggled to score runs on difficult Sri Lankan tracks. And the difference between the Pakistan and Sri Lankan tracks, Pakistani tracks are always flat, unlike the ones in Sri Lanka, which is always a dead pitch and would most likely suit the spinners more better. But we'll see how it goes because Afghanistan has a very good bowling attack compared to their batting order, so it is likely going to be a toss-up between Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Sri Lanka to see who gets through to the Super 4s. Moving away from Asia Cup to Australia, South Africa. Australia, just like Pakistan, have also announced its starting 11 24 hours ahead of game time, and even better, they're handing three uncapped players international debuts. According to Australia's new T20 skipper Mitchell Marsh, he has stated that Spencer Johnson, who has done well for LA Knight Riders recently in Major League Cricket and of course in the 100 as well in the UK, him, Aaron Hardy and Matt Shaw have been confirmed for their international debuts, while on the other hand, South Africa have announced that Tristan Stubbs will keep wickets as Quinton de Kock has been handed a rest for the T20 leg. And on the other hand, Matthew Brensky and Donovan Vieira, two other young lads to look out for, they are likely to get game time later on in the series. So with the first game of the South Africa and the Australia series starting tomorrow alongside the Asia Cup with Pakistan and Nepal, more good news as well. If you're a CPL fan, the CPL leg, or should I say the CPL, has now moved to Bridgetown, Barbados for the third leg of the 11th edition of the biggest party in sport. And while men's games continue to carry on, the second edition of the Massey Women's CPL is expected to bowl off on Thursday, with Barbados Royals women taking on the Trinbago Knight Riders women in the first game of a doubleheader. And speaking of the men's counterparts, the Royals will play TKR tomorrow night to start the Royals' 4-game home leg. And if you're a fan of the Trinbago Knight Riders, even better news, or should I say excellent news on the whole, England's Tom Curran, fresh off a half century and a couple of wickets for the Oval Invincibles in the recently concluded 100 final, he has joined up with the Knight Riders in Bridgetown, and he is likely to be a part of the Knight Riders 11 for tomorrow night's game against the Royals. Now the question is who he will replace. Will it be Ali Khan or Jaden Seals to miss out? Who knows? So folks, as what I said, I'm going to wrap up the video here, but as what I mentioned the other night, TKR, in my view, they need to make changes at the top of the order again, because Martin Guptill has been a no-show in all three of the matches. And if Mark Dial is fit, the question is who is going to sit out? Will it be Guptill or Walton? And between Ali Khan and Seals, which two is going to have to make way for Tom Curran? That is the two burning questions that Knight Riders have to answer. And with the Trinidad leg starting next week, the other question is, will Chadwick Walton have to make way for Tim David, who is a way big hitter than the veteran Walton, who I find was a rubbish move to bring in the first place, knowing for a fact that there are a lot of Trinidadian youngsters who, in my view, deserved better to be in the Knight Riders team rather than those veteran players. So I don't know what the hell is the Venky Mysore Knight Riders management thinking, but nevertheless, that's it for tonight's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more cricket analysts, and if you guys want more game show uploads, you guys can feel free to comment in the community section below. And furthermore, follow me on social media because I'm always active there. So folks, catch you later. Be good and be cool.